everybody! I've just got something in my hand I need to put down. That's no good. It's actually my dinner. That's no good. Why do I always press start when I'm just not ready? There's no other way to start. I'm never ready. No one's ever ready to start a podcast. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the first official podcast in about 3 weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know. But this is my podcast called Babbles Travelling Yarns, and I am Grace, your host, also known as Vanna Willamille on Instagram, Ravelry, Periscope, all of the things, I think. Yes, they're the things that I'm on. I say all of the things. My glasses are filthy. I've just looked into the outside for the first time today. And I'm like, whoa, can't see through it. Fine. Ah. Don't go too close. Okay, so I have been really busy this week. Let's first start with the date. It's the 2nd of January 2017, and I don't think anybody's died yet this year. I am currently in Katanning in Western Australia, and I am obviously not Australian, I'm Irish. I've been travelling around Australia and Southeast Asia for the last year, and I am soon to be travelling back to Ireland. I'm doing a couple of locum roles here in Western Australia, and as of Tuesday next week, I will be in Tasmania, which I'm super excited about, but I'm a bit nervous about all the travelling and all the baggage and blah. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So yes, what am I going to show you today? I'm going to be talking about mainly everything I've been doing for the Wonders of the World Cal. So I'm hosting the first month of a 6-month knit along that is based on all 6 continents of the world, not Antarctica. As we have previously mentioned and covered, there's no podcasters down there, or I don't think any sheep can survive down there. This Cal is really about unity around the world and kind of spreading the knowledge about different designers and knitters and yarn dyers and cultures and techniques that are relevant to different continents and different sections around the world. I start off with probably the easiest continent, to be honest. It's a large continent with, I'm doing Australia and New Zealand as part of it, and really it's basically 2 countries. Of course, there's all the different states, which are very unique, which I've discovered, but I don't have a gigantic difference in cultures all across the whole continent. So what I do have though is incredible yarn dyers and incredible designers, and I've been researching and finding a billion of them. There's so many, and people comment every day, oh, I'm doing this hat and it's by this dyer, is that okay, blah blah blah. So the rules of the Cal are you're to use Australian resources to create a project. So it's either it doesn't have to be all Australian resources, because of course it takes time to get stuff shipped from Australia. It does have to be started after the 1st of January. So, if you start on the 1st of January, because it's all about discovering new things. So if you already have a whip that's going on, maybe try and have a look for something. It's the new year. Everybody loves starting things in the new year, right? So that's just what we're saying. It's because it's about discovering. It's about adventuring and journeying into the world of the international global culture of fibre. So I am loving it. But before I did my, I started off my knits for the Cal, I had been, biding my time with some pretty knitting, which is the Featherway cardigan by Hannah Fettig. Yes, it is. Knit bot Hanafitic, and these I'm knitting it with Manos del Uruguay Marina, which is their singles lace, and that's like way neon. It's not neon, it's like a wasabi colorway. I'm just wondering if I can, it's more yellow. Ooh, that's a terrible representation. That's better. Ooh, this light is just quite intense. Australian light is very intense. It's making me very smooth though up here, but not down here. But I don't want to lift up this because you get glare. Lighting challenges. Yeah, so this is what I've done so far. I'll see what, oh gosh, mid-row. Chaotic knitting. So I'm getting there, everybody. So it's quite large now, but I've still not finished the raglan decreasing. So that's kind of right. Yes. So the last time I showed you I was here, and I've been doing, and it's basically been increasing, so it's kind of slowing me down. But yes, it's happening. I need to actually measure. I can't find the pattern. It's somewhere. But it's an open cardigan. Just pop it around there now. Yeah, see? It's like this. It's an open cardigan. It's very cute. And there goes the ball. Yarn down! And it's got this lovely raglan increasing. And I love the way it's doing this little stripy thing. It's making me so happy. Now, there it is. Okay. So once I get past, oh, Ghost Grace. Once I get past the raglan and I move on to the body, I'm going to probably keep going as far as I can with this until I start realizing, hey, I probably should start changing the ball out. But I don't want to go very quickly. So I'll probably start doing one stripe every, so this is the other color that I'm going to be striping. Oh, that's nice now. See, that's nice. This is the Petrol colorway in the Marina base, which is the singles lace. That's so pretty. It's getting a bit fuzzy now. Singles does get a bit fuzzy, but I'm going to be working from the inside, so hopefully that fuzzy outer section is hopefully not going to be used. And the inner section is going to be nice. It's nice. So yeah, they're the colors that I'm going to be doing. That's terrible green. Terrible green. That's not correct. Anyway, it's lovely. So I'm probably going to start striping from just under the raglan and just maybe do every 20 rows and then 50, no, probably every 10 and then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, I could do that, and then carry the yarn up the side. Now what I want to do is, once I've finished the raglan, I'm going to do stick, and that's for the colour change as well, because I don't want to do pearl. Because I always get confused when I'm doing stripes on a flat row, because you want to put in a stripe and then you're like, oh, the yarn is on the other side. And I could cut it and like weave it in, but it's lace weight, so it's really super obvious if anything's happening. But I know I have seen a steek done in this cardigan and it does show, but it's, you've got that button band anyway, and I think it will give a bit of structure to that button band. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do that, and then I won't be purling so much because I had purling, and that's why I've stopped. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing there, and I'm just picking that up occasionally, but not so much since I've started my other projects. I've got nothing finished, by the way. I'm fairly firing through a lot of them though. So when I'm in work, which is like yesterday, today, I have been knitting on these pretty things. So this yarn is a white gum wool yarn, and it comes out of Tasmania, and the ball band is really scraggly and terrible, I'm sorry. So this is certified sustainable and traceable by New Merino Chain of Custody, whitegumwool.com.au, and it's the Ashmore colorway or Ashmore base. I'm not sure what it is, what it says. Ashmore shade 16, shade 16. And it's 20% nylon, 80% pure merino, but oh, it's apparently machine, no, I won't machine wash it. It's too nice. I don't think it's advised to machine wash it either. It's extremely fine and so soft. I think that's why I've knit it so much, and I've knit it so fast because I keep on turning into a ghost. I'm sorry, that's super creepy. Every time I look back, I'm like, ah. Anyway, it's just because when I look away, isn't it? Because my face isn't so white, so when this comes over and then it comes back, yeah, it does that. Sorry. Anyway. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh, hopefully nothing. Oh, I had that horrible moment where I thought that I had knit this sock with this socks yarn, you know, and you kind of go to, if you knit two at a time, it's like the, oh my god, I'm such an idiot like moment. So yeah, I didn't do that. Don't rule it out, people. It happens on every sock. I'm like, la, 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 and then I get to the end of the row on this side, I knit across this. You start knitting on this side, you knit all the way around, and then you come to a really loose loop and you realize, why? So you've got to go all the way back round and take it all back and sew it on. But anyway, I still love 2 at a time. You can't talk me out of 2 at a time. What you can talk me out of is, so far, top down, because I've started the toe up revolution. Look at this bad boy. So these are the Fine and Dandy socks by Jess from the Sweater Company. Where's the thing? There they are. Let me just get a picture. Where's the picture? Jess. Where's the picture, Jess? Probably written some complicated. Anyway. So these are the Fine and Dandy socks, and there was the Fine and Dandy cow that was going around around spring this year, and it has these really cute flowers on there. Now I was really worried about these flowers. I'll admit it, people, because oh, that's it. That's a better picture. Fine and Dandy socks. So people were having trouble with these flowers, and when I first saw the flower, I was like, I'm supposed to do what with the what? And then I had heard people saying, use a crochet hook. And I always have a tiny crochet hook, and I never knew why, because I never used it. Or if I did, it was really kind of just, you know, once every 6 projects, that sort of thing. But I had this tiny crochet hook, and I think, to be honest, this is kind of a large, it's a 0.95 millimeter. It's teeny tiny. It's probably a bit too small, but I am loving it. So I'm using the hook to go in and create the flower. And I started this at 12 midnight. Now I am ahead of everybody else, okay? So I did get a head start. I started this at midnight, and then I woke up at I always wake up at 5:30 or 6, and I just kept going. And they're so cute. Now, because of this yarn, I don't think this yarn was the best choice to pick up the pattern, but I do like the crisscross, and when it's on my feet, that's what I love the most about these, by the way, that you can put them on and check to see where your toes go, and then you have warm toes. This is my sock blocker. So when it's on my feet, it stretches out and you can see it much clearer. And it's cute because it picks out all the different variegated yarns. Connie from Chileknitz, she's doing these socks as well, and she's doing them out of my friend Hannah's yarn. I love those socks, Connie. They are so beautiful. I'm having trouble commenting on the Ravelry thread. I don't know why. There's something wrong with the computer inside. Maybe I shouldn't be using the computer in work to check Ravelry. So I can't comment, but I love everything. I think it's probably better that I don't comment so much, because then that takes me out of the running for the prizes that I'm going to be pulling from that thread. So it's probably best if I try not to comment, even though I want to comment on everybody's. And I do answer questions. If I can't answer them in the thread, like recently, I email directly. Some people were asking if they can use their own hand spun. I was like, if it's hand spun in Australia, yes. If it's hand spun out of Australia and it's not of Australian like top or anything, it would be, you'd have to use it on an Australian pattern to get in to qualify for the design. We've already had our first FO, and it's just the first of, or I think she did it in like, I don't know where she is, but even for me, she did it in a day. I was like, I think it was like a really nice hat by Claire Devine. Beautiful. Have a look at all the patterns that are coming up. And I've made that list with everybody's help. I want to say thank you so much to everybody's help, to everybody for helping. But it's been so great. I found some amazing designers I've never heard of before, and everybody needs to see their work because it's gorgeous. Like, I've taken to highlighting a designer a day on my Instagram page. What am I? Instagram account. My Instagram page. Oh, I just had a mom moment. Instagram or granny technology moment. Anyway, so yeah, I've taken to doing that, and I can do that, but it's pretty much all I can do because I have no Wi-Fi, and I've already gone through all of my data and a little bit more and then a little bit more again. I didn't know how addicted I was and how much data Instagram takes up. You know those videos? I was like, shit. But anyway, I have been doing that, and I really enjoy that, and I'm hoping to just bring newer designers, or designers that don't have as many downloads, or you know, it's hard for a designer to kind of break out there and have a lot of people see their work, even if it is beautiful, because you know there are like a million designs on Ravelry, and I'm not even sure that that's a wrong number. You know, there's like so many. So yes, I have been, oh my gosh, and you know what, every time I just picked up these socks again and I just went, oh, it's so cool. Now if you've never felt white gum wool, okay, imagine a fluffy cloud, and then on top of that fluffy cloud is the fluffiest little lamb you've ever, and he's just been washed and he's just come out of the tumble dryer and he's alive, everything's fine. This is, you know, or maybe he's not, this might be heaven, but it's so fluffy. That's a terrible analogy, but it's so fluffy. Oh my god. Every time I try these on, and I try them on every round because I want them on my feet so much, they are so soft, and I take them off and I can still feel the softness on my feet afterwards. Oh, I just love this wool so much. I need to get more. Before I leave. I'm like really scared to leave without. I don't want to talk about it. Just don't want to talk about it. So yeah, I've started the gusset. I didn't have a measuring tape to tell where, like, what was the right number of stitches on the pattern, but I kind of just like, I was like, this is kind of where I start a gusset, I suppose. I hope. It just makes my hands happy. Now it is fuzzing up a little bit. I don't know if you can see, it is fuzzing up just for me, like knitting it, because it's so soft, because it's so fine. She is, I can't remember her name exactly, but she has a flock of sheep that produce very fine merino wool, like 17 micron wool, which is super fine. But, and you know, the softer wool is, the more it's likely to pill. But there is nylon mixed with this. But there's no way I'm putting it in a washing machine. It's too soft. And also I'm in it. Every time I put it up to my face, it goes face again. I'll just do it like this. It's like softer on my hands for some reason. I better carry on with these. Anyway, they're done with Haya Sharps. And these are, no, they're not Haya Sharps, I'm sorry. They're 2.5mm Haya standards, because the lady I was ordering them from didn't have the sharps in stock. So I said, oh, just the standard are fine. And actually, I kind of prefer them because I was knitting my previous socks with the sharps and I was sticking my fingers a little bit. So these are going really fast. The wool is really amazing. And the pattern is super potato chippy. Like, it's got that one bit across, it's got that one line out of every 5 rows, which you need to use the crochet hook for, and that kind of slows you down. But you kind of want to get it done. And then you carry on and the rest of the pattern is super easy. And then it's that one line again. And it's kind of like, oh, I'll just do one more row. I'll just do one more. And now I get it. It's like as if you did these out of self-striping, I think like they'd be done before you even started, you know? That's not true. I don't think they'd look as nice in self-striping. They're meant for variegated, so you can pick out, you know, with the long loops. Anyway. I love them so much. Okay, time to put them away. And I have them in this bag that I picked up in Cambodia. It's not a very Australian bag, is it? But it matches the colours. Oh yeah, I'll show you the colours. It's greens, blues, and then this brown pops in, and that's quite nice. So it's like 2 shades of green, like a dark forest green, and then a lighter kind of tealy-ish green. And my beautiful stitch marker that was given to me by my wonderful friend Linda. Thanks! I think Sarah from Shepherdess, the Babbling Shepherdess podcast, has one as well. Stitch marker twins! And then Connie and myself are sock twins. And of course, Tina, the wonderful Tina, gave me this wool in the first place. This is the best project. This is the best project ever. I think it's literally because I've just been like 2 weeks without a sock, and now I have a sock and I'm like, I love the sock. And it's also tiny compared to what I have been doing. I've been doing 80 stitch socks and these are 64 stitch socks. Like, it's over. The row is over before you know it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, I'll carry on now. And because it's 2 at a time, it's like I'm almost 1 sock done. Today. But something else happened yesterday. So it was the first yesterday and I was on call and I didn't get called all day. So I basically couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. So sorry, stop looking away, Grace, concentrate. I just need to sit up on the bed a little bit. So I couldn't go anywhere and I couldn't do anything, and I'd knit about 5 rows on those socks. I'd done the toe and a bit of I'd done the magic cast on and the toe, and I'd started the pattern at 12 o'clock. And then I got to sleep at like 1 or something. And then I had knit like 5 other flowers. And then the rest of that today. And then yesterday I was kind of like, I want to start my jumper. And I knew I was gonna start 1 new project a week. But 1 project on the needles? Kind of had a feeling that I should have started this one first. Sorry. I had a feeling I should have started this one first because it's the one that was going to take the longest because it's a garment. So I just did, and then it happened really fast. I had nothing else to do and I was listening to an audiobook all day, and I woke up at 5 o'clock and I knit the thingies at about 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm kind of done with these. And then I knit this until 1 o'clock at night. Like this morning. So I kind of knit this constantly. Now, let me tell you a story. So, where's my swatch? There it is. So, I am knitting. There it is. I am knitting Drift by Kristen Finlay, and she is a Skein, she's also a yarn dyer, and she's based on the Gold Coast in New South Wales. And look at this boat neck. I just love this boat neck so much. So I'm knitting that, and I'm knitting it out of Dingo Dyeworks. Oh, I have one that's not bound up. That's nice. Dingo Dyeworks. It's so pretty with a little stitch marker. And I'm knitting it out of the blue gum colorway now. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is terrible. Oh, that's okay. That's good. So it's got these kind of blue, like cool blue-green tones in the grey, and it's really green when it's against a white or cream, but it just looks really, really just grey against everything else. But in real life, again, super lovely. So this is blue gum in her Fair Dinkum base, which is sustainable, 100% ultrafine merino, non-treated, so it's non-superwash. So I have to be really careful of this. It's so pretty. I will be really careful of this, but it suddenly just appeared on my needles. Look how much it is. Now, the rest of my story, sorry. I did a swatch because I was very good and I wanted to do a swatch. Actually, I didn't. I did a video of me starting and I was like, I'm going to cast on. And then I was like, I better do a swatch. Oh, God damn it. But yeah, so this is the swatch I did. And I can't remember which way it goes now. Where's the cast off edge? Where's the cast on edge? Can't tell. Damn it. That way? That way? Yes, okay, that way. Okay, let's do this. So I started with the size that it said it needed, which was 4mm. Then I went down to 3.275, and then I went down to 3.5, and then I realized I'm a super tight knitter. There is no way I'm going to go any smaller than this. So I went up to a 4.5. And then I calculated out, and I was supposed to have like 5 stitches per inch or something crazy like that. I was getting 6.75 on the 4.5, you know, I was getting 6 point something, you know, almost 7 for most of these. I don't know how my gauge works. It's terrible. And I had to do it on the lace pattern so that it would work. So I was like, oh, I don't want to do another swatch. So I cast on with a 5mm needle, and I decided to go up a size because if I'm a tight knitter, then if I'm knitting more stitches per inch, have I done that right? Oh my God, my maths are so bad. So say if I am knitting 6 stitches per inch instead of 5 stitches per inch, that's an extra 6, that's an extra inch every 6 inches, which is quite big, isn't it? I should have gone down. Should I? No. No, I worked it out. I went up because it was going to be too small. Yeah, my numbers needed to be bigger because I'm a tighter knitter, and that would end up smaller. Right? I worked it out. Do you know what? I need to stop thinking about this because every time I think about it, I confuse myself. So anyway, I went up a size, and to be honest, a nice loose jumper is not the worst thing in the world, is it? Is it? No, it's not. Thank you, Grace. Right, so I went down and I split for the sleeves. And I was trying it on the whole time, and of course my numbers didn't work out because I'm a terrible knitter. But yeah, it was fine. I worked it out, and I've been trying it on, and it's so pretty and soft. I love it so much. Now I wish I'd put it on the bigger needles or bigger cable so I could try it on, but I could try it on this way. So I am currently alternating. So I've got 2 skeins in here. I did the yoke and the lace shaping with this first skein, and now that I've stopped the yoke shape, now that I've stopped the lace pattern, I'm onto the body, and I've just started alternating because of course they're hand-dyed yarns, so you have to do that to get an even colour, or you know, to get a better chance of not noticing that it's 2 separate balls. Now let me see how this works. Okay, everybody hold your breath. Hold your needles and hold your breath. God damn it. How do I... Oh God, this is a bad idea. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible idea. I can't do it. I'm scared. I'm scared, everybody. So anyway, that was really embarrassing. You don't mind, do you? You don't mind, you guys. No. You people. I've been really concerned about how I say you guys because everybody says you guys. And I also, like, it's an Irish phrase to call a group of people lads. It's like, ah, come on lads, let's go. And it could be an entire group of girls. It doesn't matter, we just call them lads. But I've been thinking I need to stop doing that. But it's so pretty, you guys. Stop that, Grace. Stop that. It's so pretty, you people. That sounds weird. It's just so pretty, isn't it? So when I have it on, it does stretch out a little bit, but it does kind of come in like this. It's so cute. I'm thinking that I maybe should have stopped the yoke a little bit sooner, and then this would have pulled this out into more of a boat neck. But then I don't want to, because it's top down, this is quite stretchy, and I don't want it to, I think after it's washed and after it's worn, this will naturally go out and this will naturally pull out, and I don't want that to be too bad, because it could come, you know, I won't do it now, but it could like really sag out. But it's 100% wool, so it should, look, I have a tiny head. Yes. Yeah, I like the small sleeves, don't you? I was thinking if I really run out of yarn, I could just cap sleeves and it'd be cute, be like a little t-shirt. So yeah, I'm just going round and round and round and round and round and round all the way down now. Sweaters are great. They're so great. I love them. Why haven't I knit more? But when I pick up the featherweight goes so slowly compared to it. That's the only problem. But if I just keep pegging away, keep doing a few rows a day, it'll get done eventually, right? How many rows does it need? 1 billion. Perhaps. Yes, so is that it? That's all I've done. Oh, I wanted to show you a couple of the prizes that are coming out for the World of Wonders of the WOWkalis. Would you like to see? Would you like to see? I've got 2 physically in my hands for my month, and there's also a beautiful prize that Fatima of the Knit Knacker podcast, she's organised, and it's a stunning mini skein set that is done by a creative yarn dyer that I can't remember the name of. I will put it over my face because I'm very annoyed I can't remember the name. And I'll also put a beautiful picture here. So what she's done is she's actually taken inspiration from each continent and personally like dyed up a skein and then split it up so we all have a set to give out. And Fatima's also given each of us a skein, which is crazy. Fatima, you crazy person. You're so nice. So I cannot wait. And my month and my colour is the flora and fauna of Australia, because I think she's actually, no, she is based in Singapore. The dyer is based in Singapore, which is quite handy because that's where Fatima's from. So yeah, the flora and fauna of Australia. And it's this beautiful like cream base with beautiful pinks and blues, and it, you know, when I'm down here, when I can see all of these amazing colours, you have these beautiful bursts of colour in an extremely arid, dry desert nation, really. Some of it anyway, and you know, then it has the massive luxurious rainforests of the north, and then you have the very temperate hilly kind of almost European northern European feeling, you know, with green rolling hills, and it's a beautiful colourway. I really hope that you like it, but all the rest of the colourways are great as well. Oh, it's just so cute, and she's taken really interesting takes on the continents. Yay! So I hope you love them. Anyway, so with the interview that I did with Peter, it wasn't really an interview, it was kind of just a chat. We got chatting and that was lovely. But she brought a beautiful set of, oh, look at that, it looks really teal. It's more, oh, it's not as vibrant as that, it's not as bright. But it is quite, yeah, hang on. Come by colour. Do you know when you have to herd the colour? That's it, that's the colour right there. It's called Canal Rocks, and it's on her Fair Dinkum base, I believe. I don't want to open it yet. I think it is on her Fair Dinkum base. It's a DK on their Fair Dinkum base, and it is so pretty. Yeah. Oh, it's just so stunning. And look at her beautiful packaging. So she's offered this as one of the prizes. Thank you, Peter. And this was the first prize that we got, and we saw this before Christmas. And this is wonderful Circus Tonic handmade. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, that's what it is, guys. I don't want to... Yes, that's it. Look at that. Look at that little bit of yellow there. Oh, it's so pretty. And this is based on, because Hannah bases her yarns on Australian birds. So this is olive-backed Oriole, and it's 80% Australian superwash merino and 20% nylon. Great for socks or shawls or anything. It's fingering weight. 409 yards in 100 grams. And it's her Ravelry sock base, which is completely Australian based. Yay! Look at that little pop of yellow up there, the little black. Oh, I love it so much. It would really go with a lot of things that I have, by the way. But I can't win, so it's fine. You guys are so lucky. I'm keeping them in this bag that my friend Tina gave me. Actually, it's quite fitting. Oh, look. So her husband was on a flight with Air New Zealand, and this is their fancy pouch that they get with all of their, like, you know, the pillow and the ear things, and nice. But it's so cute. Look, Air New Zealand is printed on the top, and it's like this wool felt bag. Maybe I should give this away as well. It's really nice. Maybe I should I'm keeping all the prizes in it, so maybe I will. But on the inside, it's got this beautiful, like, pouch. It's like made for knitters. And it's just stunning. It's like this cumulus cut. And this bag is made from recycled materials. I have to give it away. Tina, I'm sorry. You know how perfect this is. Air New Zealand. Anyway, it was fun. It's so pretty. I love it so much. But I'm keeping the prizes in it, so I'll just send one of the prizes in it. We'll see. Maybe it's so pretty I'll just send it all out. So yeah. All the prizes are coming together. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. Yes, baby. Some people love that. Now, I have one more thing I'm going to talk about. And this is the wonderful, the amazing first thing I saw when I was looking at patterns. This is a pattern by... What's she called? I think she's called Vintage Nettles. Yes, Vintage Nettles on Ravelry. Her name is Lynette Hoos, or she goes by Net. And this is the incredible Hemisphere hat. So the pattern, she's done it in this gorgeous kind of slightly variegated, more tonal, I suppose, dark brown and light kind of brown with a light tan with rusty tints. Oh, it's so good. And oh, it's a map of the world. It's a map of the world. It's so amazing. She based it on her husband's love of maps and what's it called? Love of cartography. I'm sorry, that's a fancy word for love of maps. Hemisphere is worked in the round from the brim up and uses charted map projections to simultaneously achieve the globe effect and head shaping. It's extra warm because it's 2 Aran weight layers. It is double knit. Now, myself and Fatima have fallen in love, and I want to get some amazing yarn for this, but I cannot find any amazing yarn in Katanning in Western Australia. They have a yarn shop. This is major sheep country, and everything they have is acrylic. Explain this to me right now before I go punch someone, a farmer specifically. I'm so mad. Anyway, I need to find some incredible yarn for this. Maybe when I'm in Tassie. Maybe some white gum wool. Oh my goodness. I think I might die. So yeah, I'm in love with this. So this is going to be a 6-month cal because it takes quite a while to learn double knitting. Not learn double knitting. It doesn't take actually that long. I learned it quite quickly when I was doing it for my Star Wars hat, but it takes a bit of a while to do because essentially you're knitting everything. Like the width of the hat, you're actually knitting twice because you're knitting the front and the back, the inside and the outside at the same time on the same round. It's not exactly like brioche because you don't have to knit the first bit and then go back and knit it again. It's just you're knitting one stitch and then you're purling the back, and then you're knitting the first stitch and then you're purling the back, knitting the first stitch, purling the back. So it's just like you're knitting a really gigantic hat. Except it looks so amazing. Oh my god, it's so cute. And it'll be reversible. Which is why I'm thinking of doing the colours, not the globe colours. Because it would be a bit odd, I think, to have like a blue. Maybe not. But it could be a little bit odd to have like a blue landmass and a green sea. How cool would that be though? Reverse Earth. That'd be nice. Anyway, it's like the perfect hat. It's the most perfect hat for my Cal. And the most perfect hat ever in the history of ever, possibly. Don't you agree? You have to agree. Because I can't hear you. I'm only joking. Do I have anything else to say? Probably, knowing me. But I think I'm going to keep it at that because I'm going to have to upload this in my brother's house at the weekend and I'm going to have one night there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I love you guys. This month is basically going to be all about Australian yarn and all about the Cal because I cannot get enough of all of the amazing designs that come out of this country. And in New Zealand, I'm sorry, I am so sorry. I keep on saying Australian and I mean Australia, New Zealand. And I know they're not the same country and I'm so sorry. I am in love with all the New Zealand designers and the dyers and the yarn that's coming out of there. I haven't actually split them up. I've just included them all in the list alphabetically. And it's probably half and half, to be honest. So chances are you've got 50% chance of picking a New Zealand or Australian dyer if you're going to go on there because they're so prolific over there and here. It's so wonderful. Anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your new year. I hope 2017 continues to bring you happiness, joy, unity, and love, tolerance, listening, happiness. I've said that one already. It's okay. You need it all. Everybody could do it. Double happiness, don't you think?